It's game 2 of the Milk and Eggs Classic, Frankfort High in Franklin County. Coming up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
David Toll's Auto Pro customers can't go anywhere without him. No matter where life takes you, the David Toll's Auto Pro nationwide warranty is by your side.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Toll's Auto Pro Tire and Auto Service, a full-service auto repair shop servicing all models. 2 locations to serve your automotive needs. Call 502-352-2988 for an appointment or go to davidtollsautopros.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the F.D. Wilkinson Gymnasium here at Frankfort High School for Game 2 of the Milk and Eggs Classic. Clint Goins and Jason Hyatt. Jason, have you got your milk and eggs?
I have not, but my wife went out and did a last-minute run, so I don't know if there was anything to get when she got there, but we're going to make it through one way or the other.
All right. All righty. Well, Franklin County and Frankfort High taking on in this 41st, taking each other on this 41st district ball game. This is an important game, really. As you can see, both teams not doing so well. In fact, the bottom 4 teams of the region feature the 4 teams located in Franklin County. The Flyers at 5-12, Frankfort High at 6-10. I did not get a chance to peruse their district records up to this point.
So Frankfort comes in 2-1. In fact, they've won their last 2 games. Western Hills and Frankfort Christian were their last 2 games, a couple of victories for them. So that puts them a step ahead of Franklin County, who is 1-1 with a victory, I believe, over Western Hills. Well, I say that.
I think that is correct.
Yeah, they beat Western Hills by 20. That was our first game on here.
Yes.
And then that was coming off of a loss to Great Crossing, although that game was 64-51, so a lot closer than the Great Crossing games have been in years past.
That's true. The defending state champions, not quite the team they were last year, but still I think the 6th place team in the region. So Great Crossing most likely will be the number 1 seed going into the district tournament here in a couple of weeks. But both of these teams have got new coaches, I think, this year. So, and we got at least one new player, I think, in Porter Peel. We don't remember Porter Peel.
Yeah, new name for Franklin County, but one of their leading scorers this season. So excited to see him tonight, see what he can do for Franklin County. And on the other side for Frankfort High, if you're with us, we saw them last Friday night against Western Hills in a big come-from-behind victory. They were down big in the first half and then came back to end up win by 8 points. So big swing in the second half. So be interesting to see if they come out and get down in that hole again here against Franklin County, have to dig themselves out, or if they're able to hang tight throughout.
Well, they've got our newest member of the Cable 10 family, Maddie Starkey, was able to talk to the 2 coaches moments ago.
I'm now here with Coach Robinson, who is the head coach of the FHS boys basketball team. You're about to have a big game coming up. What are your plans, or what are you expecting to see from the boys tonight?
I'm looking for us to come out with a real good start, you know what I'm saying, and actually putting 4 quarters together. Something that we haven't done. We played well. We lost some close ones, but if we can put 4 quarters together and take care of the ball, that's our keys to winning tonight.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.
I'm here with Coach McIntosh, who is the head coach of the Franklin County boy basketball team. What are you expecting to see from your boys tonight?
Well, I'm hoping that we bring a real physical and competitive effort tonight. The boys have been working hard on their defense and their rotations, and I really think that we're going to do well in that area tonight.
And we're looking forward to seeing them perform. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Maddie Starkey, the newest member of the Cable 10 broadcast crew. All right, we're going to step aside here, and we will let Bo Craycraft, the PA announcer here tonight at Frankfort High, take the starting lineups.
And now let's see tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Franklin County. At guard, Aaron Roosevelt, up here, Luke McDonald. At guard, number 2, a senior, Kaden Russell. At guard, number 5, a freshman, Aaron Jones. At center, number 21, a freshman, Noah Baldwell. And last but not least, heading forward, number 23, a junior, Porter Hill. The head coach of the Flyers is Matt McIntosh. And now for the wrong team, the Frankfort High Panthers. At guard, number 3, a freshman, Joey Washington. At guard, number 4, also a freshman, Cam Rucker. At guard, number 10, a senior, Kevin Coffin. At guard, number 13, also a freshman, Ricky John. And at guard, number 13, a junior, Kayla Casey. Your players are coached by head coach Eric Robinson.
All right, there's your starting lineups for Franklin County and Frankfort High. You know, Jason, last week we saw these the freshmen for Frankfort High really play some strong ball.
We did. Floyd really was the difference maker on the court, I thought, for Frankfort High, just the way he was able to get around the court, get steals, buckets in transition. But Toma Washington, he can fill it up as well, so watch for him shooting from deep.
And we're off. Franklin County has the first possession. Panthers playing a man-to-man defense.
Good denial from Tracy, forcing Porter Peel to go outside.
Porter lays it up off the glass.
No matter for Mr. Peel, he'll go ahead and drive that and finish at the rim anyways.
This is Profit with the ball over to Tracy. And that is the freshman, Cameron Crocker.
Yeah, it looks like three-pointer there for Mr. Crocker. He can shoot it and did not start in last week's game against Western Hills. In fact, sat out the entire first half. So back into that starting lineup and paying dividends already here in the early going.
Peel backs it out. Gets it over to McDonald. Again, we think this is the last year of non-shot clock basketball at the high school level. Russell, nice dish down low to Noah Coleman.
Russell with a hezzy out at the three-point line, got all the way into the lane, and then a nice dime dropping it off with the left hand for the easy bucket.
Crocker with it again. kicks it back out to Washington. Toma Washington, but I believe Bo Craycraft, the PA announcer, called him Jelly in the lineup.
I don't know that I'm on that kind of level with Mr. Washington.
We'll call him.
I'll stick with Toma.
Yeah. Porter Peel commits the first personal of the game. And that ball stolen away quickly up to Peel, and like a wide receiver that wants to take off running before he actually catches the ball, Porter Peel
got just a little bit ahead of himself, and I think he was a little bit caught in no man's land as well, because it was that, like, when I catch it, do I have enough room to take a dribble? If I take too many steps, am I going to travel? And ended up, doesn't matter, because he couldn't even hang on to it.
Well, you know, a lot of thinking going on in about a 0.7 seconds there. A lot of decisions you got to make. Prophet, he's really kind of their three-point threat, I think.
He is, especially when he gets set with those shoulders squared up. He can really knock it down, particularly from the corner.
Crocker missed on that one, but he's not bad either from the three-point line.
Caven Russell is showing some handles here in this first quarter. He is getting anywhere he wants to on the court.
Tracy with the rebound.
Got to reach in.
Jones with the personal. The Panthers yet to commit a foul. Ball knocked away by Coleman. Stay with Frankfort High. And stolen. I believe that was Caven with the steal. Yes.
Yeah, Russell just too quick to be able to try to make that pass. Didn't have the angle. It was never going to work.
Peel looks down low, but backs it out. Bucket by Noel Coleman, the freshman.
Yeah, young man going to work.
You know, we got a lot of good freshmen and eighth graders in boys and girls basketball here in the capital city. I mean, they are carrying the water for a lot of teams.
And that's probably part of the reason why a lot of these teams are, you know, at the bottom of the region.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Is a promising sign for what's to come in the next few years.
So Jones is fouled on the layup. The foul will go on Toma Washington. His first, team first. Boy, that shot just barely drew iron.
Yeah, he's glad it did too, because you're going to hear.
He would have heard about it. Yeah, if not from the Frankfort fans, from his own teammates. A little better on that one, but still a miss. But a rebound by Franklin County. Jump ball. That's a good call. That is a good call. Tracy for three, no good. Prophet tried to get the rebound, but he couldn't. And down the lane is Shalom Moore, but he can't get it. But Jones able to put it in. And Frankfort High calls a quick timeout. We will take it with them. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
With all the rain, snow, and mud we get around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round because nothing else gives you the confidence and capability to handle it all.
And nobody gives you more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota, including Tacoma, the best-selling truck in its class for the last 21 years. Now with 2.99 APR financing.
Or lease this well-equipped 25 Tacoma for $279 a month.
With 2 years, no-cost maintenance included.
Nobody knows all-wheel drive better than Toyota. Let's go places.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. For all Toyota offers, visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Goins Insurance. Family owned, family operated, protecting Central Kentucky since 1949. Call us for the same great rates and great service you've always been given. Call 502-875-4270 for your quote today.
Frankfort High finds themselves down 8-3 here at home. There's a look at Derek Robinson, the first-year coach here at Frankfort High. Crocker gets it into Washington, ahead to Prophet. Over to Tracy.
The Franklin County lead, to me, is attributed to their effort in the second chance points. They've already got a few offensive rebounds, and at least 4 of their points have come on putbacks on the offensive end.
Oh, that was a good idea, but the pass just off the mark.
And that's Prophet's spot, too. If he could have found him there in the corner, I could just about guarantee you he was going to knock that one down.
In and out, Aaron Jones. Couldn't quite put it in, but it's stolen away. That's Delano Collins just into the game with the bucket.
I don't think Frankfort had any idea he was even there. It's kind of like a DB just stepping in front of that screen pass.
And that's Peel going to pick up the foul. That might be 2 on Porter, I'm not sure.
Got to be more aware, especially in the backcourt.
Collins, a big contributor in the Franklin County football program this year. Got him to the title game. Ball's knocked away. Flyers recover, looking to extend their lead. Moore loses the handle and then gets it right back somehow. And then Tracy steals it for Frankfort High. Nice little 12-foot J there. Caden Samuel.
Yeah, that ends a drought for Frankfort High. They had not scored since long ago here in this first quarter, so nice effort from Samuel on the pull-up jumper.
Nice dish down low. Coleman working hard. 3-point shot is up and good by McDonald, who just came back into the game.
Good ball movement from Franklin County, and when you keep swinging it around, eventually you find the open man. McDonald make them pay.
ball well short.
I don't think anybody got a piece of it either.
This is Jones. Will they give him continuation?
I don't think so.
Oh, they are going to count it.
Wow.
Fouls on Caden Samuel, his first.
I know in the college game they have expanded that a little bit to allow for the continuation. I guess maybe they've extended that here to the high school ranks.
Well, they have at least tonight anyway. Missed his and one, however. 10-point lead now for the Flyers as the first quarter has got just about 25 seconds left in it. Nice pass to Crocker. Has the ball knocked away. McDonald trying to get ahead to Jones, or excuse me, Collins. But it's knocked away by Caden Samuels. Kevin Russell back into the game for Franklin County.
You would expect Flyers to hold for one shot here.
Moore with it. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Get it into Collins.
Ooh, that looked like a travel.
It kind of looked like a foul too, but neither one was called. Oh, almost got it.
Well, good hustle from Samuel, or excuse me, that's the Shalom Moore. But yeah, Franklin County should have been going for, I think he's okay there, but you know, should have had the last shot. And instead you're going to give up 2 free throws on the other end. So poor clock management from Franklin County.
That's right. So Caden Samuel at the line. Foul was on Collins. Porter Peel back into the game. Samuel gets the friendly roll, and the first quarter comes to a close, but Franklin County with a big 8-point lead, 15-7. Second quarter coming up here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Low credit. This looks impossible. Kate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Didn't try that again. The average first shot. How do I get to good credit? No obstacles on this one. Here we go.
Credit scores can be loan obstacles too. Get credit advice for life from Westbanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
Welcome back, folks, to FD Wilkinson Gymnasium. Clint Goins and Jason Hyatt here with you for what I'm calling the Milk and Eggs Classic, the game before the big storm of 2026. Franklin County will have the ball starting the second quarter, and we are underway. Wow, some nice ball handling.
Yeah, the finish wasn't there, but
nope.
I could watch that little step through and that dribble. That was some nice stuff from Kevin Russell. He had Samuel on skates.
Yeah, but unfortunately he committed the foul at the end on the rebound.
He won't put that part in his mixtape.
No. He'll cut that part out before he sends his video to the recruiters. Nice move there. That may be on the mixtape. Back to a 10-point lead. And Franklin County coming out with a press here to start the second quarter. And they commit the personal foul. Stephen Bebe into the game for Frankfort High. He wears number 0. That's a nice pass from Collins, too. No-look pass.
Yeah, we've certainly seen it from Russell, but now some of the other Flyers getting in on the action with just some really good vision.
Someone zigged when they should have zagged.
And Frankfort High is not careful. This one's going to get away from them.
Well, you know, we saw him make a really big comeback against Western Hills.
This is true. So far, Franklin County playing at I think a little higher level, though. They certainly have, I believe, better ball handling than what Western Hills is able to put out there, which is going to certainly be a key part down the stretch.
Three-pointer hit by Braylon Wells, a junior just into the game. Panthers need some more of that. Beal with it. Bebe's guarding Peel. Collins for 3, no good. Good box out by Bebe.
Oh, that
and
caught a leg to the face, I think.
Yeah, a literal kick to the teeth. And that's going to be the 3rd foul on Collins. And, you know, Collins, not a starter.
Yeah, he's played limited minutes.
You pick up 3 fouls in about a quarter.
That was a toe. Right in the chiclets. Which says something about how high he got up off the ground.
Yeah, yeah. Nice move there by Bebe for Frankfort High. He'll get the and 1.
Started with the cross-court pass from Washington, getting it all the way over to Bebe, right over the outstretched arms. There you can see over Coleman, and that led to the drive and the finish.
Could not complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. And this is going to be a foul on Crocker. That's kind of a freshman mistake there. So 2 shots coming for Aaron Jones, another freshman. So both teams starting 2 freshmen.
Frankfort starting 3 freshmen.
Are they?
In fact,
Washington,
so is
Crocker.
Franklin County. They're both starting 3 freshmen. And Floyd, Rajon Floyd.
Oh, that's right. We haven't heard a lot out of Floyd.
This is true. In fact, yeah, we haven't seen him in a long while. Frankfort High switched over to a zone.
You're right. Both teams did start 3 freshmen. Boy, I had forgotten about that. 30-second timeout. We'll step away real quick and come right back here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
For more than 21 years, the Floor Show has helped bring comfort, style, and durability to homes and businesses just like yours. Whether you're looking for plush carpet, timeless hardwood, durable laminate, or elegant ceramic tile, we've got the perfect fit for every space. The Floor Show proudly serves both residential and commercial clients throughout Kentucky with expert installation and personalized service you can trust. And we have same-as-cash financing options available. The Floor Show.
You stand on it, we stand by it.
Frankfort High fans, the faithful out here waving the flag, trying to cheer their team to victory. This is an important game because these two teams are probably fighting for that second place spot. I don't know. You certainly don't want to be in the play-in game, for sure.
Right. And look, both of these teams have already beaten Western Hills, so they have the leg up there. So yes, this game is for the leg up over the other one for that 2 spot, which will be critical because the 2 spot means, whether you're the 2 or the 3, you don't have to play Great Crossing.
Yeah, you got to win that. You got to win that game, but you don't have to play Great Crossing. And
pushing the back from Crocker, I believe.
And you don't have to get in the. You don't want to get in the play-in game because your chances of making it to the title game are pretty slim. Inside to Jones. Surprised no foul there.
Well, it's a risky play from Crocker because he's already got at least 2 fouls.
Profit for 3, no good. Jones had the rebound, had it knocked away. And now Frankfort High commits the personal, and that is on number 35. Okay, Tegan Crowdis. He's not on our roster. We will add him. Tegan Crowdis, we've seen Tegan in previous years.
It's going to be a reach in on McDonald. Saving the fast break layup. Sending the freshman Toma Washington to the line.
Washington hits his first one. The main thing is they don't want to get down. I think they were down by 17 points to Western Hills in the first half.
Yeah. And credit
came back and won by 20.
Credit to Frankfort after they had that little flurry of turnovers and just giving up some easy buckets. They've settled things down and kept this a 7-point game.
Peel.
He got lucky there. That was trying a little over the shoulder pass, kind of half backwards. That was not a high percentage play.
Coleman with the bucket. Kai Wainscott, number 2, into the game for Frankfort High. Over there in that far corner. There he is with the basketball. This is Crowdis. Thought about it. But that was dribble before he knew what he wanted to do with it. I don't look for Crowdis to take a shot from there. He's more of an inside player. And here we've got a personal foul on, I think, Moore.
And the fouls are starting to rack up for Franklin County. They have already put Frankfort High into the bonus.
Yes. 5th team foul this quarter against the Flyers. And that's 2 fouls on Moore. In and out.
Well, there's a familiar face in the background.
Bryce Byers.
Joey Thacker back there up against the wall.
He can't stay away from the game. It's in his blood. He also is not just the future Hall of Fame retired basketball coach for the Lady Flyers. He's the vice principal at Franklin County. That was way off the mark. That was that Prophet that shot that ball? That's unlike him. If that's it, no, that wouldn't him. Byers comes in and scores.
Franklin County's picking up that pressure again and causing problems for Frankfort High.
Ball well out of the reach of Tracy. Now Prophet comes into the game for Frankfort High. Bebe and Samuel back into the game for Frankfort High. Nice pass. And Coleman is going to go to the line and shoot 2. I think that. Oh, that's on Kai Wainscott. I thought that may have been on Prophet, but it wasn't. It's Wainscott's first. And Frankfort High is 4th this quarter. So they've got one more before they start sending Franklin County to the line. After every foul, regardless if they're shooting or not. Or in the act of shooting, I should say. Tracy has the ball knocked away.
Oh, they're going to get Bebe with the elbow. Went up high. Caught Coleman.
I guess since that was an offensive foul, they won't send them to the line. Oh, good look, just leaves it short. And now Kai Wainscott will pick up his second. Here's the foul on Bebe right here.
Yeah, he was trying to get some position and just a little push off. Coleman's going to find himself at the line anyway after getting fouled on the other end.
So Frankfort High has got it out now to a 14-point lead. Seth Tucker, a senior, checks in for Frankfort High. And now a 15-point lead, which is not where Frankfort High wants to be at the half. They need to score some points and get some stops here. Tucker into the game and scoring points just like that.
And I don't even remember seeing him in the Western Hills game.
I don't either. Don't recall saying his name. Samuel got his hand in there. Prophet for three. Hits it, and he's fouled.
And I think that was Coleman that fouled him. And yeah, it's Coleman.
Here's another look.
And it's a couple of back-to-back freshman mistakes. Down on the other end, he just tried to make a pass that was not there. Too many defenders to go through. It ends up leading to a kind of a secondary fast break look for Prophet, and then he goes out and fouls the three-point shooter the Cardinals send.
Prophet missed his free throw, however. A 4-point turnaround would have been a really big help for Frankfort. They would have cut it to a single-digit deficit, but it stands at 10. The Flyers are smart here. I think that they would just hold the ball and take a last shot.
Seems to be the plan. See if they can manage this into the second quarter a little better than they did the first.
Nice pass down into Jones. And he'll draw the foul. It's going to be on Tucker. Good pass, good take. And Aaron Jones hits his first free throw.
Be curious to see how Coach McIntosh plays this out of this free throw. If he makes it, if they set up any pressure or lay off.
Well, since he didn't make it,
we'll never know.
That question is moot.
It's like a cow's opinion. It's moot. That's a friend's joke.
All right, the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show coming up next, featuring highlights and a performance by a dance team.
Classic Goldmaster Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
And now, folks, the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show begins by a performance from the Frankfort High dance team. Thank you, ladies. Now let's see some highlights from this first half. Cameron Crocker with the bucket for Frankfort High, and Noah Coleman with the bucket for Franklin County.
Yeah, Franklin County, it feels like they got most of their points in some sort of transition, fast break, steals, a lot of stuff off of defense. The half-court sets weren't quite as effective, but they got enough fast break points to make up for it.
Yeah, they've hit a few three-pointers like this one right here, but really most of their scoring, I feel, has come with 10 feet in.
And really for Frankfort High, other than that opening three from Crocker, I'm not sure they got anything else from outside. So it's been tough sledding trying to find buckets for the Panthers.
Yes, and we talked about Rajon Floyd and what a integral part he played for Frankfort High last week against Western Hills, but he's been silent this game. So
well, I'm not even sure he's been in the game since early in the first quarter. So I'm not sure if something happened.
I don't know. 32-21 your halftime score. We'll step aside and come back with the second half here on the Milk and Eggs Classic, the games before the big snow. That's next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it. Reach out to the Hubbard team for all your real estate needs. Game of the Week is brought to you by WestBanco Bank. Money doesn't make you wealthy, understanding it does. So let's talk. Learn more at westbanco.com.
Managing your utilities doesn't have to be stressful. With the MyFPB app, everything you need is right at your fingertips. Get 24/7 access to view and pay bills instantly, track electric and water usage, and even manage multiple properties. Go paperless. Turn on notifications and get real-time outage updates. Take control of your utilities anytime, anywhere. Download the MyFPB app now and make utility management easy. MyFPB, your utilities simplified.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by The Floor Show. The Floor Show wishes everyone a great sporting season. Be sure to see us for all your flooring needs and personalized customer service. We are just minutes away in Lawrenceburg at 1110 Bypass South, or call us at 502-839-6917. Follow and like us on Facebook too.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service, or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Second half about to get underway here. 32-21 your score. Franklin County with the lead.
The good news for Frankfort High here, they find themselves not down as much as they were against Western Hills.
That's true.
Nonetheless, they're going to have to make a push here in this third quarter and get back within a little bit closer striking distance. And there's a good start.
That's right. Profit gets it down to single digits. Couple of stops, couple of baskets, and then you've got a good ball game. Oh, wow. Big block by Crocker.
Toma Washington has shed the headband for the second half.
Yeah, but you know, he's not scored a lot of points.
Yeah, pretty quiet this game.
This is what's going to perhaps be trouble. There's the block right there. Nice play, young man. They have him listed at 6'2". So Russell at the line. Hits them both. Back to an 11-point lead. Anyway, that's the problem, I think, for Frankfort High is that, you know, if they get a guy in foul trouble, I don't know that either team has that deep of a bench. So foul trouble could be trouble for both teams. But one team has an 11-point lead and the basketball. So it's not quite a concern for you if you've got a double-digit lead, if somebody has to come out. But when you're behind, oh, big three-pointer by Tracy.
And, you know, that's a good example of modern basketball. On that fast break, rather than go to the rim, Tracy faded out to the corner for the three-pointer, and he made them pay.
Coleman gets it knocked away, but gathers it back up. Aaron Jones with the basketball, guarded by Caleb Tracy. Russell, oh, nice move, but he left it short. I think that was Coleman with the bucket.
And again, second chance points. It's just been the difference, I think, for Franklin County. They've really killed Frankfort on the boards, particularly on the offensive end.
And, you know, here again, it's these freshmen that are stepping up and making some plays for both of these teams, for that matter. But there's Mac McIntosh, head coach of Franklin County, 5-12. But I think, didn't you say they? What is their record in the
district?
The district.
1-1.
1-1.
Yep. Lost to Great Crossing, beat Western Hills.
And Frankfort High is 2-0.
2-1.
2-1. They've also lost to
Great Crossing, but they beat Western Hills and Frankfort Christian.
Well, it's good to see Frankfort Christian back in at the varsity level. They played just a JV schedule last year.
I can't imagine that Coach Robinson, coming out of that timeout, was looking for a Bebe three-pointer. I don't think that's probably what he drew up.
Peel.
Good finish in the lane for Peel. Now providing the pressure on Crocker.
Almost lost it out of bounds, but Washington picks it up. Guarded by Jones. Gets it into Profit. Kick it back out. No good, and that'll be off of Franklin County's Jones. It'll stay with Frankfort High.
It was a nice pass by Washington and a good open look for Profit. Didn't go down, but you know, those are the ones that Panthers are going to have to hit if they want to get back in this thing.
Moore and Collins back into the game for Franklin County. Collins with 3 fouls. And that's a 3-pointer hit by Washington. And we've got a timeout. We'll step aside as well as we take another look at this. It's a 10-point game, or 9-point game here on the Game of the Week.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
And families are why we do it.
(38-29). The visiting Flyers with the lead here on the Frankfort home floor. Collins, power move to the bucket, draws the foul.
It's a good thing they got some padding on that wall. He lost his footing and kind of crashed right into it. Collins put some good minutes in for Franklin County in that first half.
Yeah, but he picked up 3 fouls, unfortunately. Maybe he can stay out of foul trouble here in the second half. But yeah, he was a contributor, and that's why they brought him back in.
For sure.
That's why they had to bring him back in. I think Coach McIntosh said, "Hey, we need somebody like him." Russell, he thought about it.
It's turned into maybe the most deliberate possession we've seen out of Franklin County tonight.
I agree. Oh, that was a nice take by Jones, but he just put too much on it and got a little bit too fancy that time, but gets his own rebound and puts it back in.
That's 2 more second chance points for Franklin County as well.
I'm not keeping the book, but I got a feeling Jones might be the leading scorer. Crocker hit that 3 and then took another one, and I don't think he's taken one since. Hit the 3 in the first quarter, and then just about a minute later took another one off the mark, and then he hasn't shot the ball at all. Collins.
And pay attention the way Collins came down the court, totally sealing off that defender. He just kept moving to the outside rather than going straight to the rim. He just faded out the entire way to keep the defender on his backside where he couldn't get to the ball so he could finish easily.
Moore, is that going to be a foul on Profit or on Moore?
I think they're going offensive.
Well, I thought it was offensive, to be totally
yeah, he
honest.
extended the arm.
That's 2 fouls on Shalom Moore. Cameron Crocker inbounds the ball over to Caden Samuel, just into the game. Double teamed. Nice little soft one-hander by Tracy. It's been about a 10-point game all the second half.
Yeah, Frankfort hanging in there and a chance to cut into it more, but I'd like to see them get this down to 6 or 7 going into the third quarter. It's nice that you haven't lost ground, but at some point you got to start making it up.
Yeah, last week against Western Hills, this is about the time where they had, tied the score. They had come from 17 down and had tied the score by this point. Bebe with the bucket. Ooh. And then I think he wants to come out because he's got
acting like maybe
bloody nose.
Well, I think maybe a contact got knocked out. At the tail end of that bucket, he got a little bit of an elbow over the eye.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a foul called, but yeah, he's out of the game. Smart play by Russell. He didn't know what to do with it, so let's just bounce it off a defender's leg and reset here. Moore, and just it's like the Red Sea parting there. He goes to the bucket and Frankfort High just kind of fell off of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what defense that is, but I think no defense is probably the correct explanation.
It was like, okay.
So somebody's got to step in there.
I thought Profit would cut him off, but Profit went outside to go play. I guess he thought he was going to kick it out to a three-point shooter, but
it's been a while since I played, but I do remember rule number 1: stop the ball.
All right, Luke McDonald at the line, leaves it short. Brandon Wells back in for Frankfort High. He had a good couple of minutes in the first half. Scored a bucket. McDonald makes the adjustment and sinks the second free throw. Full court press by Franklin County. Crowdis over to Tracy. Profit goes baseline, puts up the shot, draws the foul. That's going to be 4 on Collins. I'd be interested to see the replay on this as I direct the game from my chair.
Yeah,
Here it is.
Like one of those where
he went straight up. Did he bring his arms down? No, that is not a foul. I am sorry. That is not. That's an out of control shot, and Collins unfortunately is punished for it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And he really got up high
yeah,
too. But
he jumped straight up. His arms.
Rule of verticality says that is not a foul.
And not only that, I'm not even sure he touched it. But if there was any contact, it was generated by Profit, not by Collins.
Yes, so often you see players not live up to that rule and commit the foul. He did it by the book that time.
Yeah.
Got punished for it.
Yeah, picked up his 4th. Fine job by replay producer and our cameraman.
Bryce Byers into the game off the bench and immediately getting feisty with the Frankfort players.
Porter Peel at the stripe.
Ooh. Tracy with a little chokehold.
Yeah, I think I would get feisty also if something like that happened to me.
Yeah, that may have been an opportunity for Byers, understanding like, hey, it's me versus, one of their starters. Let's go after him.
Yeah.
If we both get thrown out, so be it.
Yeah. Good look from three-point line, but doesn't fall. Crowdis to the hole, and he can't get it to fall either. And the Flyers on the run. They stop it, and they pop it. Byers.
Well, if you get thrown out, you don't get to do that. So I guess it worked out pretty well for the young man.
As the third quarter comes to a close, Franklin County extends their lead out to 15 points. We'll have the fourth quarter coming up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Retire a millionaire? Is this yearly?
Okay. A lot.
It's a big number, but it's doable.
I mean, yearly, a few hundred every month, you can get here pretty easily. I might get coffee a little less.
I think I could save $7,000 a year. Just comes down to budgeting.
To retire a millionaire, I think it'd be worth it, though.
I want to leave a legacy for my kids.
Save more for retirement with tips from WesBanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
Welcome back, folks. Let's look at some threes here.
Yeah, that was Braylon Wells from back in the first half, followed by Gavin Prophet. And they seem to have started getting it going here in the second half.
There's Tracy.
Unfortunately for Frankfort, it's not been enough to close the gap.
But these three-pointers have kept Frankfort High in the game, sort of. But at least it kept them 10 points down for most of the third quarter. But at the end.
Yeah, that shot from Byers at the end of the third quarter was a huge bucket, because 15 versus 12 is it's a big difference. You know, at 12, it only takes one shot. Now you're down to single digits, which makes it feel a lot closer.
All right, we're in the final stanza of this 41st District contest. Nice block there. That was Caden Samuel. Oh, that's probably over the back, no call. Oh, another three-pointer by Frankfort High. That was Braylon Wells again, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Russell gets the pick, but then dribbles into a double team and has it stolen away.
Tried to do a little too much that time.
Wells scores again, and Franklin County calls a timeout as they see Frankfort High score 5 points right off the bat here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside with them. This is the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
For more than 21 years, the Floor Show has helped bring comfort, style, and durability to homes and businesses just like yours. Whether you're looking for plush carpet, timeless hardwood, durable laminate, or elegant ceramic tile, we've got the perfect fit for every space. The Floor Show proudly serves both residential and commercial clients throughout Kentucky with expert installation and personalized service you can trust. And we have same-as-cash financing options available. The Floor Show.
You stand on it, we stand by it.
Welcome back, folks, to F.D. Wilkinson Gymnasium. Frankfort High down by 15 to start this quarter, but Braylon Wells is the answer. Scores a three-pointer, and then the Panthers steal it right back, and he gets the layup as well. So now they've got it down to 10 and makes them feel, at least, like they've got a chance here. Looks like they're working on Caden Samuel there.
And still no Rajon Floyd, so I'm going to assume we're going to.
He's either sick or injured.
Without him for the rest of this game.
Yeah, he's either sick or injured. Although we did not see an injury. But he came out of the game and has not been back. He started the game and has not been back. McDonald thought he waited a little bit too long to shoot it, but he did draw the foul.
Yeah, need to get a little more glide in there. Save one of those dribbles. And Get that ball up with the right hand away from your body.
That foul is going to go on Seth Tucker, the senior, his second. McDonald hits them both. Back to a 12-point lead now for the Flyers. Profit, nice bucket.
Showing he can do it from multiple levels, not just an outside shooter.
Russell with the basketball. Guarded by Washington. Now Russell will shoot the three. It's off the mark, but a nice putback by Aaron Jones.
Frankfort just has not been able to show any size and box out ability down low to keep the Flyers off the offensive glass.
And Aaron Jones, not that tall of a player, really. They just did not box out. McDonald out to Russell. Russell content to burn a little clock here. In no hurry with a 12-point lead.
Yeah, and I like this from Franklin County, particularly with the ball in the hands of Russell and just one man on him.
Yeah.
And that's why, because you're not going to, one person's not going to be able to steal it away from him. And once he gets around them, it's just going to be Katie bar the door.
Yeah, if it's one-on-one, Kaven Russell has the advantage. Oh, that was a very risky pass, and as you can see by the result, it did not work out. And Russell just up and takes the ball away. He is a baller. Kaven Russell,
and
senior for Franklin County. Oh, they try to get a little bit too cute.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if that was an intended alley-oop off the backboard or if he just lost control and shot it too hard. He better hope he just shot it too hard. That's what he's going to be telling his coach, I'll guarantee you that. Because
yeah,
otherwise, he's going to get a chewing.
Mac McIntosh is probably thinking, hey, what was that, man? The game isn't out of reach yet, you know.
Also,
there's
I don't
still
think
a lot
there's
of
anybody
basketball
on this team that's capable of finishing that. So
I think you're probably right. And if there is, I don't think it's Aaron Jones. Oh, in and out. Washington kicks it back out to Profit. Profit, nice ball movement here.
Yeah, on both ends. The ball has moved more in the last 30 seconds than I think we have seen all game.
Tucker with the trash bucket. And we've got a timeout here. Franklin County calls it, and we will take it as well. You're watching 41st District basketball here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Call David Tolles Auto Pro for all your automotive needs. Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Tolles Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Welcome back, folks. 3:32 here at F.D. Wilkinson Gymnasium. Franklin County leads by 14 over the Frankfort High Panthers. Panther faithful are out here tonight cheering their team on, but looks like the Panthers are in a little bit of a A little bit
Yeah,
of
the
a
14-point deficit hasn't dampened their spirits, though.
No.
I'll give them that much.
Hey, it's Friday night. You're at a high school basketball game. I mean,
and there's probably not going to be school on Monday.
That's right. So it's, does it get any better when you're a teenager? I think not. Collins back in there with 4 fouls. Russell guarded by Washington. And he's going to draw the foul.
Oddly, just the second team foul against Frankfort here in this period, and none against Franklin County. There's only been 2 fouls called this whole fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're more than halfway through it. That's the 3rd foul on Washington, and Jones leaves that short.
Looks like he got poked in the eye too.
Russell tracks it down. I think Russell's having a really good time here. I really do. He's like, hey man, I'm balling.
Well, when they double team him, or he drives in the lane and there's people there, sometimes he can get himself in a little trouble. But one-on-one, he's going to shake anybody that tries to do anything.
It makes a nice dish to Collins there. Back to a 16-point lead. Oh, I'll take that back. Now it's 13 after Caden Samuel knocks down the 3. Porter Peel hits the layup.
Kind of a quiet night for Peel, but he's been effective when he's had his opportunities.
Yeah. And that is Crocker again. That's another 3-pointer for him, but he's been relatively quiet. We got a timeout on the floor, 2:17 left. Frankfort High trailing by 12 here on the Game of the Week.
It's cold outside. It's a perfect time to discover Next Band Stream, the full-featured video service powered by FPB Internet. Just sign up and install the app on your smart TVs and streaming devices. Then watch your favorites with cool features like Restart and Replay TV. Find, view, even record cable and local channels to a cloud DVR. Call or visit fpb.cc today to learn more and sign up for Next Band Stream.
Welcome back, folks. These 2 teams are going to be away for a couple of weeks, but not really. Franklin County's next game is away, but it's at Western Hills, so it's still here in town. In fact, they'll be on the Game of the Week next week. It's Friday, January the 30th. And then their next home game is the following Monday against Spencer County. For Frankfort High, they play at Paris on Tuesday, maybe, depending on the weather. And at Great Crossing, that's their next district game. That's Thursday. And then they play another district game at Frankfort Christian. Frankfort High does. That's on Monday the 2nd.
McDonald with the bucket, and probably should have been an and one, but they let go.
Well, Collins commits to the personal and immediately turns around and runs off the floor because he knows his night is over.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Mr. Collins, you only committed 4 fouls on tonight.
That's right. You got called for 5, but you only committed 4. And he played a good game. He played some good minutes.
Well, he was very disruptive when he was in there, and that's what you like to see. A guy brings energy, causes chaos on the floor, and forced a lot of turnovers. So I'm going to call it a quality outing for Delano Collins tonight.
Myers comes in to replace him.
And immediately comes up with the steal.
Noah Jevedon, number 20, is into the game for Frankfort High. Looks like he's assigned the task of guarding Aaron Jones. McDonald has it. They got a 14-point lead, a minute and a half to go. They are more than happy just to throw the ball around out here like, hey, we have the ball and the lead. Uh-oh, three-pointer. I'm not sure McIntosh really wanted that to happen. Luke McDonald. Myers gets it out to Jones. Jones will back it up. Little four corners here as we got a minute left to go. And then Washington finally commits the foul.
Well, to burn clock, you've got to have good ball handling, and Franklin County has that right now. Did a really good job of eating a lot of clock on that, this possession so far, and they still have more to go after the foul.
And that's only the third team foul, so they got two more to give to put them at the line. And that was the fourth on Washington. So Franklin County, really content here to dribble the ball around. They got some good ball handlers on the floor. McDonald gets it over to Moore. Where's number one to Byers now with it. Back to Moore, and finally Crocker will commit the personal. That's his fourth personal, but again, it's only the fourth team foul this quarter. So again, no free throws coming for Franklin County, and now Coach McIntosh is putting some subs in here as we have the last 30 seconds. Number 3 is Caden White. He's a freshman for the Flyers. Has the ball now. Unfortunately turns it over. Jevedon gets his first bucket. Byers with the basketball. They get it down the floor. And oh man, that's unfortunate. He had a wide open layup, but lost the handle. And at the buzzer, that was Tristan Faust, number 20 for Franklin County. At the buzzer, Frankfort High takes a shot, doesn't fall. They lose by 12. Folks, we're going to have the Central Kentucky Toyota dealerships play of the game and the Esprit Credit Union player of the game when we come back. So don't touch that dial.
With all the rain, snow, and mud we get around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round because nothing else gives you the confidence and capability to handle it all.
And nobody gives you more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota, including Tacoma, the best-selling truck in its class for the last 21 years. Now with 2.99 APR financing.
Or lease this well-equipped 25 Tacoma for $279 a month.
With 2 years, no-cost maintenance included.
Nobody knows all-wheel drive better than Toyota. Let's go places.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. For all Toyota offers, visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support, Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Esprit.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Game of the Week was brought to you by Esprit Credit Union. Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Show your local spirit with a spirited debit card featuring your school colors and mascot. Open an Esprit spirited account today and let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, folks. Franklin County has just beaten Frankfort High by 12 in this 41st District game. And now it's time for the Central Kentucky Toyota dealerships play of the game.
Well, here you had Frankfort High with the ball, and there was Caven Russell picking the pocket of Gavin Profit and flying in for the layup. And I think that was probably the one that really sealed this one for Franklin County, because Frankfort was making a little bit of a move, and then Russell stepped in and said, that's going to be enough of that, guys.
Yeah, he really had a spurt there in the middle of that fourth quarter to put this game out of reach. Now it's time for the Esprit Credit Union player of the game.
And guess who? Number 2, Kaven Russell. He just really controlled the game tonight with his ball handling, his passing ability. He scored well. We saw the defense just a minute ago on that play of the game, and just really controlled this thing from start to finish. So there's your Esprit Credit Union player of the game, number 2, Kaven Russell.
And now it's time for the post-game recap, or I should say the post-games recap. We're going to look at both of tonight's contests. First, it was the girls' game, and Franklin County comes out hot. But, you know, Frankfort High actually had the lead momentarily in the first quarter and played a really good first half, down by 9, I think, at the break. But then the second half, it was all Franklin County. I think in the third quarter, they outscored the Lady Panthers 30 points to 1. Then we go to the boys' game.
Yeah, and in this boys' game, it was dominated by Franklin County on the boards. Offensive rebounds were the story in this one. Even after missed shots, they were cleaning them up. The freshmen went to work down low. And then Kaven Russell took care of the rest from the point guard position. There he is, finishing with the layup. And you know, Frankfort High made a run at the end, hit some three-pointers, tried to get things down close to single digits, but Frankfort just couldn't quite get over that hump. And Franklin County ultimately able to close it out with that defense turning into offense, as there was Collins, who had a really good game, very disruptive on the defensive end. And then there's Kaven Russell finishing at the rim, and then the one that really sealed it and put an end to it, the steal and the finish for the Flyers.
And that, folks, is your post-game recap brought to you by Esprit Credit Union. Thanks again for watching. We appreciate it. Join us next week when we'll have Franklin County at Western Hills on the Cable 10 Game of the Week. For Jason Hyatt and the rest of the Cable 10 family, I'm Clint Goins. We'll see you next week here on the Game of the Week.